Hi everyone, John Garrett with DramaDomain.com, and this is part 2 of my review of Stargate Universe Season 2, Episode 2. So let's pick up from where we left off, and that is with the Colonel here, Colonel Young, telling the de facto leader of the Lucine Alliance prisoners that they have that they're about to get kicked off the ship at the next planet they find. And he's saying, I don't expect any mess, I don't expect any drama, otherwise we're going to use whatever force is necessary. So, you know, he didn't take that too well, the guy just turning left, but we can see that that's the plan at this point. Anyway, back on the planet, Scott decides it's just too much work to uncover this Stargate one rock at a time. We're going to have to go a little bit bigger, and so he sets up explosives and, hey man, let's blow this thing up. So that's their plan. They got to get this working quick, especially if they're going to save Riley, because Riley, his legs are pinned. He's you know, terminal here. They gotta get moving, so that's their plan, and it does work. But we get back up to the ship here, and the Colonel, somebody's at the door. Hey man, who's at my door? You know, he goes, he hears someone, I guess, so he's like, I'm gonna open this up. I hope it's the hot little number from down the hallway, because I don't think he's really got any action. You know, maybe, you know, TJ gave him a little look or something. He's looking for some action. He's like, man, I hope it's that hot chick from down the hallway. Oh, it's you. You know, that's not who he or I was hoping for. So no action for either one of these colonels today. So this is Colonel Telford, and he's coming to tell him, hey man, I just need to tell you that I just got orders from Earth, and here's what it is. You got to leave behind these specific people from the Lucine Alliance. Everyone else gets kicked off, but these people are useful, and we're going to need them. So those are your orders, and if you don't do it, I'm going to take over the ship. So Young is like, hey man, you really think people are going to follow you? You really think you can lead this ship? And Telford's like, hey man, you know, Stargate Command members are in the military. They're expected to follow orders, so that's what's going to happen. But here's the thing, Telford now, he knows he's fucked up. He's back to being a good guy. He doesn't want to do this. He wants to help the Colonel. He wants to help Colonel Young. He doesn't really want to be an asshole. But, you know, it's a lot of shit to forgive. Anyway, so now they get back to the damn control room, and Rush turns up. He's like, Rush, where the hell were you? Rush is like, hey, I'm busy. He doesn't want to tell him, I was in the bridge, man. I'm in the bridge while you guys are down here messing around. I'm at the bridge running the show. But he doesn't want to admit that, which is, you know, Rush is such a bastard. He's such a bastard. He's a flawed, weak person inside, unfortunately, and it really, the whole crew has paid for it over and over again for his flaws. And you know, you remember what's Amanda Tapping's character from the first Stargate? You know, she easily as brilliant as this guy, but she didn't have his flaws of you know, where he wants to get the credit for everything, and he wants to, you know, really just own this thing, and he wants his own glory and discovery for his own sake, and you know, he's very flawed. If he was like her, this would probably be a much better situation for everyone, but it's not, because he's who he is. Anyway, back on the planet, they got it going here, and they're gonna try to dial home, and it works out for them. So they get back and they're like, hey man, Riley is jacked up and he ain't gonna make it, so sorry, you know, you're gonna have to go down there and talk to that dude. And so he decides to go down there. I want to talk to Riley, and sorry man, you know, dude, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. He knows he's not gonna make it. So they have a little pep talk here, and you know, the Colonel, and remember they kept saying the Colonel, he wanted to resign because he didn't want to make the hard choices or whatever, want to be with his wife, but it's hard choice after hard choice now. So you know, he ended up having to kill that dude, but so they get back in here to up to the ship, and this is Camille and Telford telling these guys, telling the Lucine Alliance, we're leaving you, we're dropping you, we're gonna drop you at the next planet, just so you know, and we're gonna read off some names, and those are the only people who are gonna stay behind. So that's a tough call, a tough you know, announcement to make, and they're letting them know, hey, this is the list, so don't be getting comfortable here, because you may not be on the list, man. Anyway, back down here. So, you know, here I thought he was just going to shoot the guy. And, you know, I would just look, man, could you just shoot me in the head, you know, already and get it over with? But instead, he smothered him. Smothered that mofo. And I was like, man, that must have been a hard choice. Because that would be tough for me. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do it. You know, that's you know, I wouldn't go into command because I don't want to make those choices. I mean, he had the right idea. I'd be getting the hell out of there, kicking with my wife or whoever, you know, not out there killing people and calling the shots, you know, because it, you know, it might be nice sometimes, but other times like this, it ain't nice to be calling the shots. So he's got to live with that he killed this dude. Really, no one else knows he did it. As far as they know, he just died. You know, he was going to die anyway, but might as well just get it over. We can't just leave him there to waste away. So he's like, hey, we're done. Let's go. Let's everybody go. And this is when they're kicking these mofos up. I would have liked if we would have seen somebody come running up and just kick one of them in the ass on the way out. Just come running up. What are they going to do at that point? So what you going to do? Get it, man. Get on through the damn Stargate and get on out of here. But no one did that. No one ever thinks of these things except me. Anyway, so now these guys are whining and crying, and oh, we're the only ones left. And I mean, they got a little bit more room. I guess that you gotta be thankful for that. And there in the center is Robert Nepper, if you remember from Prison Break and Heroes. Yeah, that's my boy, and playing a bit of a different character, kind of real hard ass this time, and not as flamboyant as he usually is. But I'm looking to see a lot more from him. Anyway, so now they're having a service for Riley. And everybody's trying to remember him and remember the good things. And at the same time that they're showing these little montages of people, you know, Eli is listening to his testimonial. Because remember at the beginning, Eli was having everyone talk into the Kino, just in case somebody were to find it and find out about them. And he's listening to Riley's testimonial. And I sure hope I have his name right. I've been saying Riley this whole time. But anyway, it was very sad. Very, very sad. And, you know, oh, and she's always sad. She's always going to be sad. So, you know, you can guarantee that. I don't think she's going to be happy until that damn baby is back. They shouldn't have done that, but I guess they had to do something with the character. I mean, it was kind of interesting at first, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so Rush is forced to live with the consequences of his actions. Well, he got this guy killed. You know, I blame him. I blame Rush. Rush is a bitch, man. He's such a punk. He's such a flawed, horrible person. And at first, it was fun. It's funny because at first, I really liked Rush because he was very interesting. I was kind of on his side. But as the episodes went on, I just could not get on this guy's side. And by the time episode 10 came out, where the colonel left him behind on that planet, he deserved that, and worse. And here's the thing: when I would have come back through the Stargate, I wouldn't have even lied about it. I'd have been like, I left that motherfucker behind. And here's why. He tried to frame me, y'all. Tried to frame me for murder. Who does that? The guy is a horrible person. He has the nerve to pretend that, you know, Young isn't fit to command. You know, he's not even fit to be standing shoulder to shoulder with someone like Young or Eli, you know, because they're good people. Rush is not a good person. He's not a good person. And, you know, it's a shame. I don't know if Stargate was trying to go for a Dr. Baltar thing to make this guy, you know, evil. I mean, there's a lot of similarities that people have called out Stargate Universe on, but I mean, I like it better than Battlestar Galactica, but Rush is a trip. And you can see here his wife, you know, she's giving him these looks, and you know, she's disgusted, just like I'm disgusted by this guy. And she's disgusted, as she should be. But I wonder, you know, is it really just his subconscious? What is this? Is this? I suspect it's more than his subconscious. Maybe it is one of the actual ancients messing with him. I don't know. It could be. I'm not that up on the Stargate lore, so I don't know what they can all do. Anyway, so I mean, you know, he has this conversation, and you can tell he's justifying himself. He's just justifying his own actions as usual, his own selfish actions, and that's what he does. Every episode he justifies his own selfish actions, and that's what you can expect from Rush. Every episode is selfishness and a lot of bullshit. But, you know, the guy's brilliant, and until Eli gets up to speed, he's going to be in control. He's going to be running things behind the scenes at least. And look at how disgusted she is. And, you know, or worried, I guess, but I prefer to think she's just disgusted. because that's what he deserves. It's just people looking at him with disgust. And anyway, so she's not even there now. Now he's alone with his own selfishness and guilt, assuming there is any. He's probably buried the guilt beneath layers and layers of bullshit, because that's what he does. But then, oh, I'm gonna just relax here. But no, you can't relax, because you know, he gets something, a little alert popping up on his screen, like, what the hell is that? That doesn't look good. So something's happening. We're coming out of FTL. We're coming out of FTL. What's going on here? What is this? And so you can tell he doesn't like what he's seeing. Oh crap, what the hell is that? What is that? And you know, it becomes rather an ominous kind of a sign. Everybody kind of runs up to the front of the ship, like, what is this? What's going on here? They run up there. What the hell is that? There's something out there that they can't even see. They're like, we're heading towards something. We don't know what it is. What is it, man? But no one can tell at this moment. So we're left to wait until the next episode to find out what is this thing that they're heading toward, that they, you know, they're not going to be able to stop themselves from colliding with, apparently. So that's the big mystery. And you know, I really like this episode as usual. I don't think there's been a really bad episode of this show. There's been some that are a bit more slow than others, but for the most part, every episode is really good, and it always leaves you wanting more. And this one was no different, and I really could not look forward enough to the next episode. I mean, we end up here where they're looking out into blackness, like, what is out there, man? You know, can you imagine being in that situation? Well, you really can't, but how afraid you must be, because every unknown thing, you know, how easy is it for every unknown thing to kill us, just wipe us off like we were nothing. And you know, it's got to be kind of like weighing on you every, you know, they got to be like, damn, every week it's something new. But anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed it. As usual, I really enjoyed the episode. So I look forward to it, and to me, this is one of the top-notch shows on TV. One of the top ones that I watch. So I'm going to keep on watching it, and let me know what you guys think about it, or think about the show in general, or think about this episode. So until next time, thanks for watching.